We're going to take a look at how to convert an improper fraction into a mixed number and a mixed number into an improper fraction. So what we got here is we have 9 over 4. This is an example of an improper fraction, and we can tell that the number is actually greater than 1. So we want to convert that so we can mix it up and say, hey, this is how many whole numbers we have, and this is how many parts of a number that we have. So what I like to do is I like to break it out a little bit. Let's start off by saying, well, how many times can we pull 4 out of here? So we're going to say at least a couple times. So we can say that we can pull 4 out of here 1 time, and that means that we have a total of 5 remaining. And we can pull it out of here again, so that means now that we have 1 remaining, and then we can just put that over 4. So now we've got the total here of 4 plus 1, which would equal 9. So 9 over 4. Well, now we can say that simply, well, this is 4 over 4, and we know that 4 over 4 really just means 1. And since this is 4 over 4, we can say that this, in fact, means 1. And this is a part of a number. This is 1/4. Well, now if we add this together, we have 1 plus 1 is 2 and 1/4. Let's take a look at another example before we move on, and then what we're going to do is we're actually going to reverse the process and look at it from how to convert the mixed number into an improper fraction. So let's say we have 18, and we have that over, say, 4. All right, 18 over 4. Well, let's do that again, what we did last time. Let's start taking out however many 4s that we need to, and we'll see how many we get. So 18 minus 4 would be 14, so that's 4 that we've taken out of there. Take another 4 off, that leaves us with 10. Let's take another 4 off, that leaves us with 6. Let's take another 4 off, that leaves us with 2. And now we've got 2 fourths that are left over. So when we add it all up, 4 plus 4 is 8. Plus 4 is 12, plus 4 is 16, plus 2 is 18. So we have 18 over 4. Well, now we can just add up our 1s here. We've got a 1 here. We got a 1 here. We've got a 1 here. And we got a 1 here. And then we've got 2 fourths. All right, excellent. Well, let's take a look. What we have is we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 2 fourths. So we've just successfully converted 18 over 4 into 4 and 2 fourths, which is also, as we know when we reduce, 4 and 1/2. Right, now what we've got is we actually have that mixed number that we just came up with, and what we want to do is we actually want to flip it around and convert that back into an improper fraction. So what we're going to do is we're going to do the exact same process, except we're going to do it in reverse. So we know that we have 4 1s here, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to split these up into 1s. 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus, how many parts of 1 do I have? I have 2 fourths. All right, so now we've got 1. Now what we have to do is we know that we want to make sure that this is all going to be over 4. So 1, if we convert that into fourths, is really going to be 4 over 4, because that's 4 over 4 is equal to 1. So we can do that the exact same way here for all of these, and then add our 2 fourths in at the end. Well, now what we've got is we've just have to simply add up our totals. 4 plus 4 is 8. 8 plus 4 is 12. 12 plus 4 is 16. And 16 plus 2 is 18 over 4. The reason that I wanted to break the numbers apart and show you how they come back together is to help make the next process a little bit more clear. So what we're going to do is we're going to do the quick conversion method, which is just a real shortcut that's going to help expedite the problem. All right, so now what we have here is we have 4 2/4 that we want to convert into an improper fraction. So if we looked at the last one, you could see that there were in fact 4 groups of 4. So we can say that we're just going to go 4 times 4, which is going to equal 16. And then what we're going to do is add the top. So you basically follow the steps of multiply the bottom and then add the top. And in this case, we come up with 18 over 4. 4 times 4 is 16, plus 2 is 18. And it puts it all over our denominator, which is 4. All right, one last example to illustrate. So at the top, we're going to do the quick conversion method, and then we're going to show you what it actually looks like on the bottom. So what we know is we are going to multiply the bottom, and then we are going to add the top. So 2 times 3 is 6, plus 1 is 7. So this will be 7 over our denominator here, which is 3. All right, so we already know that. Well, let's go back and see if we can break it down the other method to see how it actually looks. Well, we have 2 here, so we have 1 plus 1, and then we have 1/3 plus 1/3. And since we know that this is over 3, this is really saying 3 over 3 plus 3 over 3 plus 1 over 3. And as we know, 3 plus 3 is 6, and 1 is 7, which equals 7 over 3. Well, if we go back to our original quick conversion, we can see that we went 2 times 3. So we actually have 2 groups of 3 here, which gives us a total of 6, and then we simply added in the remaining numerator, which is 1, to give us our total, which is 7 over 3.